everybody, Ramey here. Today I want to talk about Apple Arcade, new service coming out by Apple. Very excited to try this out, and I want to talk about some of the things that I've noticed, as I'm reading through and learning about this. Some of the good and bad things that I think that we can look forward to or not look forward to as we start to use this service. So first of all, the new service comes out September 19th. That's actually today. So you get a free month trial, and then it's $4.99 a month. Now, for $4.99 a month, you get to play unlimited games that Apple releases on this service. So let's talk a little bit about that. So you can see them on the website here, scrolling through. And the games actually look really cool. There's this, some of these games look awesome. I think my kids are really going to like it. Whether or not it's for me, I don't know too much about that. But some of these games, like the Lego game, Lego Brawls, look really cool for my children. I think that they would have a lot of fun with these. And there are a bunch of cool features with this service that I like and some I don't like. So first of all, $4.99 a month, it's not terrible. I'm a big fan of the free games. But $4.99 is okay, but it seems like another service. So the first big drawback is like it's another subscription service. Like I don't want to it's like I keep adding all these subscription services, and I'm at the point where like I'm not. It's like Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus is coming out. Like there's just like more and more and more. Like when does it stop? So I'm kind of at the point where it stopped, and I feel like a lot of other people are at that point as well. Like we don't want to just keep adding more services. Okay. But let's talk about what you get. So there's going to be hundreds of new games rolling out this fall, but the initial games coming out, they look pretty decent. Your subscription works with your family, so up to 5 people. I have a 5-person family, so that's kind of cool too. Okay, I like that. It's not like $4.99 per person. It's $4.99 for a family. Okay, nice. So here's something I do like. It's ad-free. And no, there's no like microtransactions. So there's not going to be something in the game like asking my kid to like buy and pay for. I like that a lot as well. Okay, so those are all pretty positive stuff. You can start on one device, go on to another. You can download the game, play on or offline. Okay, I like all that stuff. You decide whether to share your personal data like for stats and stuff like that. Okay, I'm liking all this. Works with screen time and parental controls. I like that too. So all this stuff I pretty much like and think sounds really good, but there's some huge downfalls to this service. Let's talk about those. Okay, so, and I don't know, I get this is not to be, this is to be expected because it's Apple, but it's so annoying. So here's the biggest downfalls. First of all, and you can see on my screen here when I'm showing you, the service is only going to work, of course, on iPhones, iPads, and Mac computers. Now, one of the things I've learned as a gamer and watching so many video game companies release games is that if you are not multi-platform, your game is going to have problems unless you're one of the big platform gamers. Like, for example, a lot of big games that are super successful became that way because they were released as multi-platform games, or they became multi-platform. I don't think Apple's going to do that. So let's talk about that. So like games like World of Warcraft works on Mac and PC. League of Legends, Mac and PC. Now those don't work on mobile devices, but newer games that are coming out, for example, take a game like Fortnite. The thing runs on everything. Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Switch, Mac, PC, your phones, your tablets. The game runs on everything. It's one of the reasons that the game has been able to become so successful. And a lot of new games are taking note and making themselves available on a lot of different services. So the fact that this is only available on Apple, I think, is extremely limiting. Let me explain why. So first of all, my kids have tablets. All of their friends have tablets. But guess what? They don't have iPads. Why don't they have iPads? Because iPads are a few $100s. A Kindle Fire, I can buy on an Amazon sale for $29. Most parents are buying their kids that Kindle Fire because it's so cheap. $29, they have all their games, they have all their stuff, and guess what? Kids break stuff, kids are clumsy. I don't want to give my kid an iPad. I have an iPad for me. I don't have one for my kids. I'm also not giving my kids a mobile, like an iPhone. They're little. They play these games. Now, are like high school kids going to play these games? Is that the, you know, the sector they're going for? Like, who is Apple targeting? Like, are they targeting little kids, high school kids, adults? Are they targeting everybody? Because if they're targeting little kids, I think they're going to be out. Parents are going to like the non-microtransactions, but the only parents that's going to work for are parents that have a Mac or who bought their kids iPads. But I really think buying a kid an iPad is not something a lot of parents are doing when the Kindle Fire is so cheap. All right, then we can get to high school kids. And high school kids, sure, they can play on their mobile device. But are parents buying a new subscription for their high school kid? Especially when high school kids already have Xbox and PS4 and are playing on a PC. If they're a gamer, they're playing these games already. And are they going to want another service to play something? They can't just try it out on their PC. It's not going to work. So I think there are a lot of really big problems. Even myself, like I'm a PC gamer. I'm not going to subscribe to something for my iPad or phone. It's not worth it. I want to be able to play on my PC. And I don't use Macs aren't known as a gaming system. So I get the Macs trying to enter that, Apple's trying to enter that sphere. I think it's awesome. I really like it. I'm glad they're doing it. Apple is traditionally a very closed system, but I think for this, if they want this to be successful, they're really going to have to open it up. I think that when it comes out right away, there's going to be this initial, like a lot of people are going to try it out, but like I'm really, really curious to see the numbers in like 8 months because I don't think they're going to be that high because it's another subscription service and it's pretty limited on the devices it runs. I get tons of people have an iPhone, but they're cutting out all Android and PC users, which are significantly more. Especially within the gaming community, that's what people are playing on. Maybe they're targeting the non-gaming community, but you know, I see kids in school. I have 3 kids in school, and all the kids have Kindle Fires because they're $20, $30. So, you know, the kids don't really traditionally have iPads unless they're borrowing it from their parents. So I think that Apple needs to be cautious about that. We'll see where it is. I'm really excited to try it out, but I think those are some of the pitfalls and some of the things that are going to probably, you know, help or hurt the service. Thank you very much.